I'm going to unmute myself. Can people hear me okay? If you can let me know, that'd be fun. Just because at the moment my screen is going a bit crackers. What I might have to do, folks, is I might have to come out or come back in again. I'm thinking what I'm going to do. So if you give me a couple of minutes, hopefully my laptop will stop being a nana. So appreciate your patience. Bear with me, folks. Okay, we get rid of one. So hi everyone. You can see my hands. Oh, technology. So I'm going to quickly flip up the camera to me. Hi. I hope you're alright. It's really weird. So quick hello from me. I'm Sophia. I'm the Curator-Educator. I'm going to go back down to my hands. There we go. So apparently today, 2 cameras are not working for me. All the fun of technology. So I'm going to do 1 camera today. Huzzah. I shall not be defeated by technology. So we are going to do some quilling today. So I'm going to take myself off. I was checking on my other device to see whether I was working or not. I am now. Excellent news. Boom. Haha, technology. I win. Right. Let me just sort out this. There we go. Boom. I shall not be defeated by all the technology. Huzzah. So, today we're going to do some quilling. Now, if you've not done quilling before, so quilling is, I think, a simple kind of technique. You might disagree with me, but we'll see how we go. Crafternoon is all about kind of having a go, taking it nice and chill, and it is around having a chance to have a natter. And cameras today being really temperamental. Behave yourself, cameras, otherwise you shall be replaced. But Crafternoon, when all my technology likes to behave itself, rejoice, is all around kind of connecting with each other, doing some little crafting, and it's all about supporting your mental health in a positive way with a bit of creativity. So quilling. Now quilling is using strips of paper. So I am a little bit lucky because for Christmas, shock horror, I get crafts for Christmas. I know. I got some quilling sets. So I have pre-prepared little strips like this. Camera, will you behave today? Bear with me, folks. It is being proper temperamental today. Will you behave, camera? Otherwise, you shall be banished. Right, zone. So, I've got these, which are some pre-cut strips. All they are strips of paper. So, obviously, I've got some pre-made ones here. Camera. I'm going to go down. Hopefully, this will focus. Today is not my day for technology. I really apologise, folks. I'm not doing very well with the old technology today. Come on, guys. Work with me here. I feel like other people do not have this issue. Delightful. So I've got some pre-cut strips, but obviously if you've not got that, all you need is some paper, whatever paper you've got. So I've got some coloured paper here, like so, a ruler, pair of scissors, and you can just cut it into strips. Now I would recommend, obviously these ones are really ideal because they are in the perfect sort of strips here. This camera is going to drive me crackers, folks. I'm really sorry. Please behave yourself. Why, camera? Are you not focused? Come on. So we've got these strips and we're going to create a scene. So when we do quilling, you need something to kind of make different shapes. So sometimes they're little circles, sometimes they're little waves, all sorts of things. So I don't know if you've been following my posts online where I've kind of been sharing that. We're going to be doing this session. So sometimes the quilling is really tight little circles. Sometimes it's more like you do one part of it. So I'm going to show you some different techniques. Now you can do this with a pencil, you can do it with a paintbrush, whatever you've got handy. I've got this little tool here, which is a little quilling tool. You don't need to have this. Anything you've got lying around the house, you don't need to have all the special tools. Like I said, only because I've got a little kit that we can do that. And then we're going to stick our design down. So I've got a little canvas, or you can do it on some card. So I've got both. So we've got black card, canvas. You can choose which one you want. And also we're going to create our design. And I'm really getting frustrated with this camera today. Please, camera, let's behave. So hopefully... Technology. Driving me nuts. Would you just behave? Come on. Right, I just need it to... Sometimes, guys, I really dislike technology. Really gets on my nerves. This is not a chilled session that I'm after. Anyway, let it go. Okay. So, first thing I was thinking is obviously we've got to come up with our design. So I was thinking on our white. So, here we go. Come on. Let's focus, please. There we go. On our white. Apparently technology is just going to be not my friend today. So you see I've got a white canvas anyway. I really do apologise for the blurriness. It is not... I'm going to have a word with technology. But I was looking through kind of my supplies earlier and I came across this. So this is just like a pattern book, colouring book. And I was looking kind of for a little bit of inspiration. And I quite like some of the patterns and shapes that came across in this. So I was thinking I might draw a little design, a little bit mandala inspired, a little bit freestyle, because I didn't want to do anything too complicated. But I also wanted, I quite like that because it's like a little bee. I might do that. But you can do whatever you like. You could do flowers, you could do, I've seen hot air balloons, I've seen trees of life, I've seen all sorts of things. So it's absolutely your choice. I've got absolutely... But take inspiration, for example, look, there's fish. And I was just picking this up just for a little bit of inspiration. But I'm thinking I quite like that bee that I saw. Maybe I see that now. Let's find it now. Now, if you've got something like this, you could actually just take the page out, put it onto whatever you're backing it on, and go with it straight away. Or you could draw your design. It depends what you want to do. With Crafternoon, there's no right and wrong. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a little cheat. I'm going to take it out. And that's kind of... It's going to be my inspiration. Please, camera, let's focus. Ooh, I'm really frustrated with this camera. Don't know why it's blurry. Anybody who's text me, who's watching along, please send help because this camera is driving me crackers today. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm kind of taking this as my inspiration, but I'm just going to extend it. So what I'll do in a minute, I'm going to stick this design down. But I'm just kind of drawing into it. You can see I'm kind of extending the design. Because obviously the page, I'm not going to do, I might not do all of this as quilling. I'm going to see how we go. Dun, dun, dun. So I'm just going to stick this down. I need to stick it down obviously roughly where I just had it. So that's going to be helpful, isn't it? So see, I'm not too fussed about this edge. I'm going to trim that later. I'm going for it today. But I hope everybody's had a good few weeks. Been looking after yourselves because that is what I'm all about, looking after yourself. It's not always easy, but it is very important. Right, I'm just going to line that up. I'm just sticking that down. There we go. And what I'll do a bit later is I will trim this off. I'm kind of using it as inspiration. It's not an exact certain thing, okay? So I'm going to use that. That's my design. I'm using this. Found it in my Soothing Patterns book, which I think I got for the works for like £1. But you can draw your design. You can do whatever you like. And what I'll do actually right now is trim this off. There we go. Just looks slightly neater. Okay. So, quilling wise. So, like I said, obviously I've got these. I'm really lucky to have these strips. If you've not got those, all you need to do, and I'll show you how to do it, is get yourself a piece of paper. You decide on the width, but I'm going to open this out just so you guys can see. These are very long. And you can trim these. They don't have to be this length or anything. So can you see that sort of length? So you can see the widths of these. They're quite, I'd say, about ½ centimetre maximum, I'd say. So if you've got a piece of paper like this, obviously you're going to get quite a few strips out of that. Okay. Okay. So all you would need to do with a pencil, I'm going to use this as a template because I'm cheap. And sometimes it's helpful just to use a little template. So all I'm doing, I'm just marking roughly where lines are, so you can see that. I've just drawn the lines, and all you then need to do is then cut that as a strip if you want to. Because I'm doing this just to show you, I would normally draw this with a ruler, but just to go show you guys. See, then you've got a nice little strip there. Okay, easy peasy. And then obviously, depending on what colours you want to use, that sort of thing, you would create lots of different strips. And you can do them different lengths. I just happen to have some square paper today, but you use whatever you want to use. Okay, there's no right and wrong. So I'm coming back to my beef. Dun, 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 dun. So what I'm going to do is try to canvas today. Yes, a bit better. There we go. Sometimes work in progress, guys. So if you have something like a paintbrush or a pencil to make your quilling segments, elements, whatever you want to call them, all we're going to do is wrap it round, and you can do this quite tightly, you can do it loosely, however you want to do it. If you want that very simple kind of circular idea, so you want to hold one end, if you can see that. And I'm going to start to wrap it around. You want it so it overlaps. So I'm just doing that simple circular. And I'm just doing that with that light yellow that I just did. And you just hold that. Okay, so we go. And you get that sort of circular motion. Now, if we want something tighter, obviously you need something tighter to wrap it around. So I'm going to use this darker yellow, vibrant yellow, however you want it. And we're doing the same thing. So I'm going to hold that first end just round here. Then I'm going to start to wrap it round. Now that first bit can be a little bit fiddly. So don't worry if it takes you a little bit of time. Sometimes I get it first time, sometimes it takes me a little while. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it round. But you can see this one is a lot tighter than before, and that actually is really good for like antennae and things like that when it comes to. Oh, come on, camera today. Serious. I really apologise for this. It's really driving me nuts. Right. Can you see how it makes a little? I would show you it makes a little antennae if my camera would be playing ball. Come on. I don't know why today, guys. It's just not being my friend. So just curve that round. Like so. So I think what I'm going to do, because of our technical issues today, I'm going to do some mini videos. I'm going to put them online because for whatever reason today, the stream is being a pain. I'm going to try and log off, log back in, see if it will do its thing. If not, guys, I'm going to put some videos online. I do apologise that our normal Crafternoon is not working the way it should do. Give me a moment, I'll try and come back on. If it's not working, I will find a different way. Right, I'm going to sign off for the moment and hopefully I'll come back on in a moment. See you in a sec, guys.